everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Catch. I am back for the hashtag 50 stack challenge number 6. This is the sixth one of these prompt assignment challenges. Each week I draw 2 prompts out of my little paper bag. All the prompts are already in the bag from the beginning of the challenge. I draw 2 prompts, and then the idea is for you to make one piece of ephemera using each of the prompts. So then at the end of 25 weeks, you will have a stack of 50 pieces of ephemera, unless you use them along the way, which whatever, that's just the idea of it. Okay. So for example, last week I drew out number 3 was label. That was what I drew, label. And so I just made some fun little label clusters. Not all of the, I mean, this one has this label here. This one doesn't, oh, it does have the filled label, but I kind of cut them in the shape of a label. So that's what I'm trying to say, if the words would come out of my mouth. So anyway, just made some of those. And then you only have to do 1. I just did 4 because I was having fun. Number 4 was sequin. So I did this little cutie with sequins all on her little dress there. So that's going in my calendar journal. Where did I put it? I don't know. Anyway, it's going in the calendar journal. So this piece will be gone. It won't end up at the end as part of my stack. But anyways, that is the premise of this. So super simple. The absolute only rule is use the prompt. I don't care what background you use. I don't care, like Nancy Pitter's doing collages using the prompts, not ephemera. So if you do paintings, collages, whatever the art thing is, you can still play along with this challenge just by using the prompts. So number 5 and 6 today, if I can get a hold of them here. Number 5 will be collage, which we love that. Been doing a lot of collage lately, but it's great for ephemera. So collage, number 5. And then number 6, oh my goodness, why can I not grab? Number 6 will be postage stamp. Number 6, postage stamp. So that's easy. Just use a stamp, and it can be something as simple as like this little piece that I did. It has a postage stamp on it. Voila, done. So it's not that you have to make, you can though, if you would like to make a postage stamp, which is also very fun. In fact, that gives me an idea. Shabby Dabby Doodah, I think it was last year, did some big postage stamps that she made. Those were awesome. So I mean, something like that would be fun, but you can just put a stamp on whatever you're using. And collage, you know, this is collage as well, because you're just adding, you know, doing the collage first and then putting your bits on. So I will be right back. Okay, I am back. I have my children's drawing paper, which is just a cool feel. It feels like old book page, and I like to do collages on these that I then cut into tags or journaling cards or whatever you want. So we're going to do a collage masterboard, because what better for the prompt collage, and then we'll cut them into tags. So that way we'll cover our bases with ephemera and collage. So I just have a stack of all kinds of scraps. So as you can see, it's just random assortment of whatever. So that's what I'm going to use. A lot of neutrals, a lot of book page, because that way I can add things on top of it, and it you know, ends up looking right. I think I'm just going to go ahead and glue. I'm not going to worry. I usually ink all the edges, but I think I'm just going to leave it, and we'll see how it looks. And this side's kind of cool too. It's part of a map. I think I want the book page side though. So how are you guys doing? I am doing good. It is cold, cloudy, and dreary outside. I think we're supposed to get snow because I went and got a haircut, and they were putting the de-icer down everywhere. That usually is a sign. The last time they did that though, we hardly got anything, which maybe that's good. They plan ahead and then we don't hardly get anything. Because it used to be, when we first moved here, and for a long time after that, there was no like pre-prepping. It just snowed, rained, whatever, and you just figured it out. But now I guess we're fancy, so we de-ice. So I guess we're expecting the ick to come. I just want to ink. It's just like a natural reflex, I'm telling you. So yeah, I need to say hugs and blessings to Tamara, Tracy, and Brenda. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your kind comments. I really appreciate it. And I know I couldn't do what I do without all of you, so thank you so much. Any activity you have on my channel, if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you could subscribe, like, all the things, because that just helps my channel grow. This is a weird edges we got on this one. This is just the Tim Holtz wallpaper. But yeah, welcome back to those of you who have followed me for a long time or a short time, and welcome to new people. We have been growing, so that is fantastic. And I've had lovely comments from all of you, so thank you for that as well. I love to read the comments. I do answer. I've had a couple people lately say that their comments aren't going through, and unfortunately that's like a YouTube thing. I don't have control over that. I would love to have control over all of it, but I don't. So you might have to like unsubscribe and then subscribe again. I don't know why. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Because I have had people say, I asked you this or that, and I didn't, and you didn't answer me or whatever. And that's why, because I really promise I do check every day and answer my comments, usually a couple times a day. So if I see it, I answer it. So this is just all random old book page, random bits of scrapbook paper or whatever that I have floating around in my scrap box. Oh, I don't want this one's getting kind of sad. It's been thoroughly abused in and out of the scrap box and wherever else. These will be nice colors and things. Oh, maybe I'll put it up here and I'll put another little something over there. So yeah, just gonna collage this up. And I'm not, I usually start in a corner and just move out. I don't really have any specific way that I do it. Just glue and paper down, basically. And overlap and all, you know, all that. It is one of the questions I get the most is probably, how do you learn to collage like that? Like, you know, fast and just do it. And I don't really know. I have been collaging for a long time, I guess. And I just sort of do it, especially for stuff where it's not like a collage that you're looking at the whole of it, right? That's not what this kind of collage is. This is more just put the paper down and we're going to chop it all up. But it is fun to see the different types of paper. So definitely, you know, use some different pieces. And like I always say, it's best not to like do a whole collage using pieces this size, because it'll, one, take you forever. And at the end, it just starts to look really busy. I mean, if you're cutting it into tags, it really doesn't matter. But if you want to get away from maybe that busyness, that's how I would do it. Use larger pieces. But don't use such big pieces. Like if I used a piece that was like this by this and I cut a tag, the whole tag is just going to be that one piece of paper, right? So you do want some variation. You just don't want to make the pieces so tiny that you're feeling like you're just gluing and not really getting anywhere. These are from Gayle Augustinelli. This is one of her digitals. Gayle's got some good ephemera digitals. If you're looking for the old ephemera, she's got some good ones. But yeah, and then try not to overthink it, which I know is hard, but just glue it down. Glue it down, glue it down. And I also don't do everything the same size. So like, you don't want all your pieces to be this exact size, right? You want to vary your sizes. Little music page there. Put some calculator page down first, maybe. Oh, I got a weird gap right there, so maybe we'll turn this one this way. So what I always say is just sit down with your scraps and a blank piece of paper and turn on a movie that you've seen before, so you're not having to totally focus on the movie, right? And just glue away, like just kind of watch the movie, kind of watch the glue, you know, and try not to overthink, oh, if I put this piece here, then that's going to look weird, or, you know, we all do it. I get it. Believe me, I've done plenty of that. But collage can be very enjoyable and relaxing if you just go with the flow. Which I know isn't always easy. I am going to ink this because I don't like this white edge showing. And yes, I end up covering things up, but I just don't worry about it. And then when you decorate them in the, you know, once you're all completely done and they're all cut out and you decorate them, you're going to end up covering a lot of it. So just relax and glue paper. Because it does make an awesome background. It really does. But it's nothing to worry or stress about. Because if you make a boo-boo, you can just cover it up with something along the way. I love that Tim Holtz wallpaper, but I hoard it really bad. Like, I don't ever want to use it. So I'm trying to get better about some of that. I think the reason we hoard his stuff so much, maybe I'll put it down here, is I'm actually going to put something under there. He discontinues stuff. And if you're like I am, it's like stressful because you're like, no, don't discontinue it. I need that. I think that's the issue I have. And he doesn't for a long time. Like some of his stuff he's had forever. It depends on how popular it is. But I'm always like, I don't want to use it because what if he discontinues it? It's ridiculous, honestly. Because there'll be something else that's interesting out. So it's not like, I don't know. It's just silly. It's all so silly. Because like I said, I hoarded paper from when I first started scrapbooking. This is Gayle's too. And so there's stuff that I have that I never used and would have been really cute to make pages for my kids when they were little and stuff like that. And I hoarded it because it was, I didn't want to use it. And now it's not, it doesn't fit with my style anymore. So it's just, why do we do that? I don't know. But don't do it. If you can help it, don't do it. It's a horrible habit. I don't know if I want those two right together. Maybe we need something else. I don't know if this would be that, or this part of a postcard. I want something like that. They're a little bit warmer next to that, maybe. Oh, whoa, whoa. This really old paper. It just disintegrates when you touch it with the glue. It just falls all apart. These are great to have, or a credit card, like an old credit card or old gift card. Works well. I don't want that there. So see, I'm still thinking, and I'm not just gluing. So so I do it too, but if you cannot do it, it just seems to flow better. The overthinking thing is hard to stop. I totally understand. Okay, what did I do? I love using these things, but now I have a mess. A mess, a mess, a mess. What did I do with that piece? Oh my goodness, y'all, did I? Sorry, that probably gave you seasickness with all that moving of paper. You will go through a lot of glue book pages when you do this. Now we can use this other piece. And of course, it's that much too short, right? Right. A lot of times, though, it doesn't matter if you get right to the edge, because a lot of the time, wherever it hangs over or something, I will cut that off anyway. Oh, so sticky. Or you can add a strip of something cool, like this. I'll let that hang over because I'm going to trim that bit off. This is from my Wildflowers digital, I believe. I'm going to end up covering a lot of that. I don't think I want that. I think it's too big. Too big. I used a piece of this that I used last week at some point. This is from my Fay digital. And it's F-A-Y as in fairy. The Fay. I am going to ink that because it's white paper. I print my digitals on Southworth paper that I get on Amazon. I think I have a link in the description box below. But it's Southworth. And I use, sometimes I use ivory and sometimes I use white. I like their cotton. I think it's called cotton. Can't remember. I'll try to remember to link it for sure. If I forget, just holler at me. Trying to use every bit of this glue book I can. Sitting, thinking. I like that music page. I'm going to cover up that though, which is kind of cool. Put something else at the other end. Didn't want to. But yeah, it doesn't really matter, again, how you do this. Because it will get cut up, covered, all the things. But I still overthink. Definitely. It's just the way of it. Let's just use the bottom of that. Okay. So just like that, now we have a whole collage sheet that we can cut into tags. Collage masterboard. And if you search collage masterboard on YouTube, you will get so many videos. There's an endless supply and new ones every day. And you can do it out of anything. Like I've used the brown packing paper, book pages glued together, you know, because you can make like a continuous wheel basically of them. I just wanted to get some of that off of there, but I don't think I'm going to worry about it. All right, so let's see. 3.5 maybe. And I'm not worrying about what I'm cutting. I know I'm looking at this side, but I'm just gonna go for it. So this, I want kind of a big tag. So we'll go by, I'm gonna go 5.5, 3.5 by 5.5. That'll work. So there's one tag. And I'm not gonna decorate these today because I'll just save them, and then whatever journal they go in, I can, you know, turn them into something. And then this will do a, where's my, like a journaling card. So it's a little bit odd of a shape, but it doesn't, it's fine. And then see, they're already backed, so you can just write on it, whatever. So there we have, see, that's a great base to start with to make something. So I'll just continue on. Maybe I'll make this one a little bit thinner, like a 3, so we can make different sizes. Man, that was thick down there. 3 by, what is this total? 9. So if I go 4.5, then I'll have almost the same size. A little bit smaller ones, but still obviously big enough to put something else on. Or even if you don't put anything else on them, that's a great tag. Just like that. You can make some smaller. 2.5 by, what do I want to do? This is just a little bit over 9, like weirdly. So let's go here. Is the same? No. My brain doesn't function in that mode, so. See, that's a great tag. So this, I like this size. Fabulous. And then this one we'll just cut. Right about there. And these you could even have as just a journaling card. In fact, I think this one I will have as a journaling card because I like the direction. And I'm just going to do these smaller corner clips, almost like just how Roxy Creations, she just clips the corners off. Same idea, just using this thing so they're all the same. Like that. That's a good journaling card. This one I will make a tag. And voila. So out of one, that is a bigger, oh, I forgot to say that. The children's drawing paper is a larger size. It's not 8.5 by 11, and I don't remember the exact measurement, but it is larger. But I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tags and 2 journaling cards out of one. So that's a pretty good deal there. So that's my collage. And now I got lots. So on this 50 stack challenge, I would have more at the end if I waited till the end to like go through them or whatever. But some will be gone before we get there. So, all right. So the next prompt is postage stamp. What did I do with the collage? Don't know. It got taken away somewhere. Interesting. Okay. Oh, it's right here. Postage stamp. So like I mentioned, I saw Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. I think it was last year. It might have been the year before. Don't know. But she made like giant stamps. And I don't remember exactly how she ended up cutting the edges. I just glued 2 pieces of this packing paper together, so it was just a little bit thicker, and then used my pinking shears to cut around it just to kind of give it that stamp effect. And mine, I can't remember, I did 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So I think what it was I did 3 1/2 by 4 1/2, and then I used the pinking shears to cut the edges. So 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. You can make them any size you want. I mean, it doesn't matter. There aren't rules on that. And then I'm going to use one of Joey Cardmaker's. These are just a good size. So Portraits, the Edwardians is what this one's called. And I've used those before, so you guys have seen them, but we're going to use that. And then I want to use, I think, a piece of this. No, this one. I want this piece right here, just as a background. And this is from my Faye kit again. I just had these sitting here and was like, ooh, those would be fun to play with. So we're going to make a big postage stamp. But of course, you can just use a postage stamp on your whatever you want to make. A journaling card, a tag, an altered guest check, whatever. A little cluster with a stamp. However you want to do it. You do you, boo. Okay, so I need to just sort of figure out how much I need. And I'm going to go around it again with the pinking shears, just so it kind of matches, you know. But I want to get it about that size first. But not quite. Not quite that size. Because obviously we want it to be smaller. And I know a lot of that flower will get covered up, but it'll be fine. And then what I did, same thing I did with the brown paper. Just tried to stay near the edge, and I'm probably not totally straight, but it's fine. I think you could also do it by punching holes, you know, up the side or whatever, with a little space between to give you the effect. I like that sound that the pinking shears make. These old metal ones. Okay, so just to give me some background, I might just cut just a skosh more off the bottom. Where does this fall? Yeah, I think I'm just going to do it like that. It's not quite even all the way around, but I'm not going to start stressing about that. So this one's going to go fast because there's really nothing to it. It's just a big postage stamp. But anything I can use this packing paper for, because I have loads of it, is great. So you could actually just like make yourself a bunch of this base and then, you know, decorate them, collage them, do whatever in the world. You could do a lot of different, and obviously you don't have to use people. If you prefer nature scenes or birds, butterflies, whatever, use those type of things instead, or just flowers. Like, you know, you could just do that and maybe add a few little things. However you like to do it, that is how you should do it. I am going to scratch this up a bit. I know, I can't help myself, even though that's not how a stamp would be. Creative liberty and all that. Joey's already got like a little piece of tape down there, but I'm gonna grunge it up some more. Might add some more tape. I love these pictures, Joey. That's such a good job doing the portraits. And that takes hours of looking, believe me, because I have done that. Hours and hours. I love this idea, and I wanted to try it when Tina did it, and then I just totally forgot. You know how you do. And then just now when I was drawing those prompts, it was like, oh yeah, that's like the perfect thing. Yeah, because I never made them when she did them the first time. She may have done them since, I don't know, but that's where I saw them originally. my old, well, it looks like old tape. It's not old tape. It just looks like old tape. It's just Scotch tape, regular glossy Scotch tape, and then you put Ranger alcohol inks, or any alcohol ink that you have, doesn't have to be Ranger, to give it that old oxidized look. And then I am going to put a postage stamp on it. And this little thing I had that is like one of those little wooden doodads. I should have found that before I started and I forgot. I don't know. I wanted the cancellation lines, but I think I'm not going to worry about it. This. And I'm just going to keep it in its natural color with a little ink. I'm not going to worry about painting it or doing any of that. Maybe we'll put a number on there. I don't know why, just because. That makes her look like a convict or something like that, but it's fine. Oh, I've got paper hanging out with me. Glue. I'm going to use this. It's PVA glue. It should work fine, but if it falls off, I'll find something else to make it stick. Most problem I have is if it's something that is porous, like fabric or those kind of things. If you don't use a lot, sometimes the PVA glue won't hold it, or it just sucks it up. So, but this should be fine. Yeah, it's already sticking. Okay. So that is my take on postage stamp. But you can do yours however you like. So we have our collage, which is lots of goodies, lots of good tags, journaling cards, and postage stamp. Collage, number 5, number 6, postage stamp. All right, guys, I hope you enjoy this one. I think this will be a popular one because that's pretty, I mean, we all kind of do these things anyway. So I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll chat again soon. Love ya. Bye.